morning students, how are you all? I hope you all are doing great. So today we will be taking your section A, that is reading comprehension, and before we start, I would like you to know that this section is divided into two parts. One is long reading comprehension, that is of 12 marks, and the other is short reading comprehension, of which you also have an option of making a pre-C, which is of 8 marks. So total your reading comprehension will be of 20 marks. Now let us understand the strategies and how to solve this reading comprehension. Okay, both the comprehensions. I'll be discussing in short the reading strategies, and these strategies will help you to score 20 out of 20 in section A, that is reading comprehension. Okay, so friends, let's get started and let us know what it is all about. So guys, when you will get reading comprehension of 12 marks, your duty is first to read the passage, to process it, that is to grasp it, and to understand its meaning, that is to understand what it is trying to say. Now this you have to do the entire thing in around 10 minutes. You have 10 minutes and you should be really quick with it. For that I'll suggest you to read more and more comprehensions and to solve it, and I know it is a good thing to do. So say 7 to 8 minutes in reading first comprehension, and then 7 to 8 minutes in reading thus part B comprehension. Now what is reading comprehension and what are the approaches to it? So in order, the approaches are to improve the reading comprehension is basically to improve its vocabulary, and also there are strategies to reader comprehension. You should just be able to skim it, means go through it and also understand what it is trying to say. So in total of 20 minutes you should be able to pass with your section A. So I would suggest you to dedicate at least 20 minutes daily to reading comprehension. Pick up it from practice papers, and what will this help? This will help you in your final exams. When you'll read the text, it will help you to get a good grasp over English language. Also your fluency in English will improve, and also your vocabulary will improve. This will help you understand the passage really quick and to answer it really fast. So your duty is to solve it every day, 20 minutes of it. Now students, let us understand how to process or grasp it, how to understand it in depth. This is what you can do is, first you will understand if you have read about this passage any time before. Okay, then you can underline or mark the important points, which will also serve your answers to the questions. So once you'll read the questions, you can also underline or mark the important points. Then you can also correlate with what you are already reading, which means you can actually understand what you are reading. Then you can find out where the passage is coherent with your knowledge, means where it is matching with what you have already read. Okay, and then note down the points where the passage conflicts with your knowledge. Conflicts means how it is different and what new topic is it offering. Okay, so quickly what you can do after that you have read your passage, you can start to solve it, and that you will understand the questions and start marking the answers given in the passage. If there are some new things to offer, then you can also write the same. It is to say, suppose if there are WH type of questions, which means higher order kind of question, HOTS kind of question, what you can do is last few, like give the title or what do you think is the message of the passage. At that time you can write down lightly in the question paper that this is the message and this is what it is trying to say. Okay, so these are things that you need to be doing on your own. Everything else will be given in the passage itself, which you need to be marking it. Then how the final part is understanding its essence or meaning. Okay, for that it is important that you decode the passage. Decoding the passage is to understand the meaning of the words, the sentences, and the essence or the main message given in the passage. Then think about the meaning of the new text, means what you have already known is fine, but what is this unseen passage of 12 and 8 marks trying to convey or say. Then think in depth about what you have already read. Okay, so then give some time, say 1 or 2 minutes, to think that yes, this is the message that this passage is trying to convey or give out. Then visualize the message conveyed into the passage, which means you can, when you read the passage, students, try to visualize the entire thing. That will help you decoding or understanding the message very easily. Okay, so this is a very easy trick that you can apply while solving the passage. And then finally finally summarize it in your own language, especially in English. Start to think in English, and then it will be easy for you to put the entire thing on paper. Okay. Now coming to the main part, that is how to attempt questions that follow the comprehension passage. So unseen passage is given to you, comprehension passage is given to you of 12 marks and of 8 marks. Now there are 4 different type of questions. One is right there kind of questions, students, which means the questions which are answers are right there. Think and search kind of questions, authors and you kind of question, and on your own. So I'll be coming to each and everything in detail. So first let us take the right there kind of questions. Now right there kind of questions are the kind of questions whose answers are given in the passage itself. Okay, so the questions say for example, what was the name of the soldier, how many soldiers did they fight, okay, or what was the name of the hills where they fought. Okay, so those are the questions which the answers are given in the passage itself, which you can mark it while reading the passage, looking at the question. Those are of a single word or of the single sentence given in the passage itself. Now let us come to think and search kind of questions. These are questions, say for example, give the meaning of a particular word from the passage, give the opposite or the antonym of a particular word from the passage. So this requires you students to think and search the answer from the passage. So say for example, the meaning of think, okay, so that is to recall. Okay, so recall word will be given in the passage for you. They'll be asking to give the meaning, and you will be finding it out and writing it down in your paper. These are think and search kind of answers. Now comes the important, that is authors and you kind of questions. Now these questions require the students you to correlate, means what you have already known about. Say for example, this may include, say if the passage is on losing weight, or say junk food and you, or say Albert Einstein. Now this you have already read, okay, many times. Since 9th standard you've been reading about these topics. Okay, so this is this requires that what you already know, and with what you have actually learned from these passages. Okay, the passage that is given from you. Now for this student, it is very important for you to understand the passage given and also relate it to the kind of knowledge that you already have. As I told you, say for example, they give a passage on losing weight, or they give you a passage on junk food and you, or they give you a passage on Albert Einstein, or this is a Thomas Edison. Okay, so this you have already known, you already know about these topics, and they may ask some questions like what did you learn from the passage, or what is the author trying to convey. Okay, what is the main message of the passage, wherein you can put in your knowledge. Okay. Now comes the important, that is on your own kind of questions. Now these are of 2 to 3 marks. Okay, say for example, give the title to the passage. Now these questions do not have an answer in the passage. Okay, so say suppose there is a passage given on Thomas Edison or Albert Einstein, and you have to give a title that will be on your own. So you may give some innovative, some creative title like Albert Einstein Beyond Being Genius, Thomas Edison Beyond Being Genius. Now these are emotion based, feeling based, and also knowledge based, the kind of knowledge that you already have. Okay, so reading text will not be helpful, but what you have gained from it and what your knowledge is, that is based on your prior knowledge. That is the kind of knowledge that you already have. And this was it, students. I'll be giving you notes for the same in Naresh sir's classes and some practice comprehensions with answers. Till then, have a great time. Take care.